Broadcast is live.
Man,
It
it's
literally
dark as
says it.
that deal out here, man. Y'all just don't know, bro. I wish I could be in my seat right now.
I don't want to see how dark it look outside. I'm not interested in that.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny 2 Bravo here at the family cookout with my boy Dr. Jeffrey 314.
Yes, sir.
My boy Royalty.
Box 3 go for burn.
And Holly K. Woodson.
Hola.
What?
And
I like
we're
that
here.
phone voice, actually.
Welcome to the family cookout, y'all. Everybody on the panel is actually family, if you didn't know. So, as you can see at the bottom of the stream, it says the question is, what is SMV? And for those of y'all who don't know, SMV clearly just states what is your sexual marketplace value. That is what SMV stands for. Now, Dr. Jeffrey, would you like to chime in on the sexual marketplace value and what that means to you?
I mean, personally, before he
I don't
chimes
know about
in,
that. I just
what
heard
the
I was
that
about
hell
to
first
say,
is
I
time
thought that
today.
didn't
sexual
sound like
market value?
But-
What is it?
that didn't sound
Because
like.
I've never heard of a sexual market value.
Yeah, I
Please
just heard this
explain
for the first time today.
Okay, so for the only person who's done their research through these
I heard of
YouTube
sex appeal, but
atmospheric
not sexual
streets,
market value.
your sexual marketplace value is basically
What?
You hear it on what podcast you can watch.
What is it?
what did Monica say?
One thing about a podcast,
No.
you can never stop talking. You got to keep talking.
Oh, Monica. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
about to say,
Yeah. Monica's talking to me, my bad.
So what? Okay, Monica was talking, but obviously it was because something was being said. That's why I was like, okay.
I
Anyway.
looked up a definition though.
And what is the definition that you found?
It's
If you care to
saying
share.
SMV is an individual's rating of sexual attractiveness.
Sexual attractiveness.
Yeah,
I need more,
and then
understanding of that. So is that the claim of booty is in the eye of the beholder, like type deal?
that's, I mean,
No,
because it says how much
not
does the rest
booty.
of society wants to breed with you. How the hell would I know who want to breed with me? I have one kid. Apparently, I'm not my market is not very high. Or I have just been smart enough to wrap it up. One of the two.
or 3.
So elaborate
Joe-
on the sexual market value place, so we can get a better understand how we need to be critiquing or rating
Joe, you want to break this down?
individuals' market value.
Sometimes though, I do feel like, you know how people run into somebody or meet somebody, people will say like you don't fall in like with somebody's personality. You see them first and be like, can I make a baby with them? Before you proceed to keep talking to them. Is that what it's like?
In essence.
Yeah, because I don't know how many people I'm looking at thinking about who I'm gonna have a baby
A
with.
baby.
either
Like
we fucking or
our
chilling or
genetics
not.
will mix great together.
So, in my thought process of it, your sexual market value is like stating how attractive you can become or be appealed to the opposite sex or the opposite gender. So, like sexual market value is like how nowadays they put it on rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 10, and you could consider that your market value. Like, hey, this person a 10. They a 10. What makes them a 10? Well, they got 4 kids. Okay, you need to knock off 2. Well, they got this, that, and that. Okay, you need to knock off another 3. Like that's what determines the value, and that's different from person to person to person to person.
Okay, so if I start at a 10 based on what I have.
I don't think nobody starts at a 10. Everybody average.
But I like they saying, I don't think you can determine your market value. Somebody else has to determine it for you.
And that's true. Your market value is based off something totally different that's probably out of your control. Like your market value could be placed on like the type of people that you can attract. That's what determines your value. The type of people you can attract.
Well, then if a 10 is the highest, I'm a 10 because I attract everything.
Everybody like
Bums, lawyers, CEOs,
and listen to this. I don't feel like anybody starts out at a 10. Most people, like an average person, let's say average guy, average girl, they start off at a 4.
Well, whoa.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Average person, average guy
At
or
a
girl,
4?
start at a 4. If you
Average
just if you
average is
just
a 4?
I'm just saying average is a
That's
4. I'm
below
just saying
average.
is 4.
Bruh.
Or 5. Well, let's say 5.
Average is a
Let's say 5.
7.
Average is a 7.
Yeah, average is a 7. That's a C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a C. Out of 10, C. 7 is a C. That's average.
Hear me
Yeah.
out.
Now you saying 4? That's
Well,
F,
I was
F,
saying
F.
they start with a 10 only because you were saying like, oh, okay, so you was a 7. All right, boom, you got 4 kids, knock off a few more points. Well, why couldn't they start at 10 and knock off those things? I mean, give them a fighting chance.
Because like I was saying, like average, say everybody 5, not a 7,
Right.
Josh. Everybody 5. Everybody start at 5 baseline. Guy, girl, you a 5. If I take
5 is, hold on, what's average? 5?
5 is
He's
5 is
using
baseline. 5
right
is
now.
baseline. Everybody started at 5. Everybody started at 5. Let me tell you. Take a girl. She a 5. I'm gonna give this girl $400 worth of makeup, eyeliner, and weave. Now this 4 or this 5 done turned into an 8. Now I give a guy what I gotta give a guy to go from a 5 to an 8.
A 6-figure job.
Oh,
A
shit, money?
6-figure job. A 6-figure job. Now, for a girl to go from a 5 to an 8, that could take 24 hours getting ready to go to the club. So for a guy to go from a 5 to an 8, he needs a 6-figure job. That's gonna take probably like 6 years.
Maybe, unless he already got it.
Unless he already got it. But if he already got it, he don't start off at a 5.
But the average man does not have that. And we talk about average.
No.
5. Average
Which
man not
average
even show
are we
your
talking
band.
about? 'Cause what are we calling an average man? Are we talking about the average African American man? Are we talking about the average white man? Are we talking about the average Hispanic man? Which man are we talking about? Because that could change.
I think average person in general.
If we're saying average person, then we can't say that everybody starts off at a 5 because some average person, they got a silver spoon in their mouth, is gonna already start at 8, according to you.
And y'all ready for me to drop this bombshell? Because y'all sound like y'all had all good perspectives, but y'all ready for me to drop this bombshell? Y'all ready for me to drop this?
Sure.
Go for Brian.
All right, so check this out. Your sexual marketplace value is
Dude,
tied
you gotta stop
into
with that, man.
What happened?
Can I talk? Can I talk, sir?
Hold on, I didn't hear what he said. Did y'all?
Can I talk, sir?
Go ahead. What you say?
Okay. Your sexual marketplace value is tied into what other people perceive of you based off of factors around you and in your personal life. For instance, rating on your scale from a 1 to a 10, you would have to know what a 10 is to see who measures up to a 10. But again, a 10 for men looking at women is different than a 10 for women looking at men. Example.
So what's
some would argue Beyonce is a 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9. Rihanna's a 10.
Psych.
Bro, I don't even know who Kelly Rowland is.
Oh my God!
Some would argue.
Can you just you got to listen to me. Like I said, example. Some would say. I'm not saying it's a popular opinion. I'm just saying some would say. You gotta basically have who would like say. The way I look at it is natural beauty, bare face, no makeup. What do you look like? And I will give you a number from there. And you can either go up or down based off of what else comes into play after how you look. Like, for instance, if you are a 10, a rock solid 10, like you can go to LA and people will be, hey, have you tried modeling? You would look great on a magazine. I should take pictures of you. And whatnot, you're a 10. Now,
porn.
Hold up. I'm just saying, if you are a 10 when you hit a certain age range, unpopular opinion, you go down a notch. Now you're a 9. Now, if you have kids, from what Royalty was saying, you go down a notch. Or if you have multiple kids, you go down some notches. Now you went from a 9 to an 8 or a 7. And
Who's
again,
rating this scale?
The
the
person
people who are
looking at
rating
the
this
other
scale
person.
is the people who are looking at you. It's primarily men to women, women to men.
I
Women look
got
at men in a different aspect than men look at women, because women look at men for financial stability as well as security. Men look at women in the aspects of beauty, femininity, and legacy. Can you
So
give me
okay.
kids?
so
Okay.
as like you're saying.
So I
So if
feel
you,
like whatever man has decided to base that my market value on, that's probably not the man for me anyway.
Why you say that?
I was gonna ask you.
One, if you're gonna rate me at my highest of what you think my natural beauty is, what you want me to look like, you're not for me. If you're telling me that I have to be the most feminine chick you come across for me to be on this high scale, you ain't for me, because I'm not feminine all the time. I'm not sitting here in makeup, but I enjoy makeup. It started to sound like this person who was saying that natural beauty is the end all be all. Um, no, it ain't, because you don't even like girls with no makeup on. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I almost lost it. Can I say B words?
Oh, yeah, yeah. He messed us up
Maybe
with that.
bad. I hear you.
It can't
I'm
be a
sorry.
family cookout without
I
no
keep
cussing,
I
man.
keep getting thrown off.
You can say the B word. Go ahead. You can say the B word. We're
It's
just trying to keep profanity to a minimum, but you can say the B word. Go ahead.
I mean, listening to what you said, I can definitely get it. I can understand it. And let me be very clear. When I said what makes a man go from a 5 to an 8 is 6 figures, I'm joking. I'm not serious when I say that. But it, I'm not gonna stunt. What you just explained and your examples irritated the hell out of me.
Who, mine or JoJo's?
Mine.
Yeah, they
Oh,
irritated me because I mean, if we really go to the topic of, oh, I want her to be natural. I don't want her to wear no wigs, no makeup. Y'all walking around here with goddamn toupees on your face. Y'all getting your eyebrows done. Y'all getting why are you laughing? I'm dead serious.
I need to be
oh,
a part of
It
this group
has
because
it
I'm about to
this
get pedicures and stuff now
generation
too.
has definitely switched over and have switched roles. And I again, I get what the topic is. The sexual market value is it's just going to be whomever their opinion may be. So it doesn't. I mean, I just know I wouldn't talk to somebody who felt that way. I just know, oh, you'll irritate the hell out of me. So I'm good. Thank
I
you,
don't think
but no,
nobody's gonna
thank
bring
you.
it up. Your sexual market value is this, as we trying to, just talk and vibe.
But
But
they don't.
but if a girl wanted to go there with me, I'm gonna give her a fresh and fit treatment.
The thing is, though, no, we're not gonna verbally, I mean, physically say, your sexual market value, I can't get with it because right now you at a 6 or whatever. We don't say it like that. But the ghosting, the somebody being more interested than the other person is being interested, that's all a play. Oh, somebody be like, oh, I want to talk to you, how many kids you got, and then they become uninterested. You're doing it without even doing it.
I think it is like I said. It's a person having like standards or qualities that they want or they're looking for in a certain person. So that's why it's always different for like guys and for girls. So if
Yeah,
you ask a girl like, and as I know, like you said earlier, you was joking, and I'm not speaking about you specifically. I'm
Mhm.
speaking like in a general
Yeah,
form, like a
some women
majority.
make that a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like the majority or most of women make it about this. There is
Mm.
always an exception and a rule, but the rules aren't made on the exceptions.
Example from what was just said. More often than not, marriages are dissolved from irreconcilable differences or from a financial standpoint, as in money was an issue, which would then tie back into the woman divorced more often than not the man due to financial reasons because finance is an issue. If a
Lies.
man don't make a certain amount of money, he can't even so much as talk to a certain amount of women. Like, I can't even take you on a date if I don't make enough money to pay for the date.
I feel
Women,
that fact.
women, women divorce
Tell them, Josh, that's a
depending
fact.
on the woman. Women divorce men because they're nasty, or because they can't keep their body parts to themselves, or they're
Oh,
abusive. Not one real woman will leave a man because they make less than them, or they're financially struggling. Most women will stick it out with a man if they are trying to do something financially. Oh, I was going to say a real woman, but a good
So
woman.
what you're
Look at that
saying
Tyler
ties
Perry
back
movie.
into
My old girl kicked the dude out because he flopped on a business, and then turned around and made millions.
The you talking about, I don't know if there was that one weird
It was
movie.
a Tyler Perry movie.
I know what he's
I
talking
know
about,
what
but
you
I don't know what
talking
he's talking
about,
about.
but
A girl killed herself off the boat.
right, she was working herself to death and he was trying, but she also had a lot of people in her ear, which is why I tell couples don't have a whole bunch of people in your relationship, in your marriage. They sway your decisions. She stuck it out for a long time,
You
and
had
she
said
was
something earlier.
unstable, so
And
she
she was
don't really
almost
count.
there.
She was unstable.
I'm just
this was
saying,
the thing.
that's just an example. Just an example.
From
That's a movie.
what Dr. Jeffrey said, which I don't know if the movie's based on a true story or not. Anyway, from what he said, it's
I'm pretty sure
basically you're
that's happened
dating
to
a
some people in
man,
life.
but you're not dating him based off of where he is. You're dating him based off of potential of what he could be. And a lot of women don't always want to date man based off of potential because they really want a man who's already established. I remember times when I'm trying to talk to a girl on the bus or the train and she looking at me sideways because we both ride public transportation. Like, how you supposed to take me out? You can't pick me up. You on the bus too. You ain't got a car. Then when I finally get a car, oh, you riding in this? Oh, you can't. What? You ain't riding in that new this, that, and the third. But again, you're on the
Hey,
bus.
don't get me
How
wrong.
old is
Women,
she?
Listen,
I
how
felt
old
the
is she?
difference of having something that appeals to women versus them not even knowing me, just like the appeal of something I could have.
hold on, sir.
I think
Hold
the
Rephrase
on,
that.
conversation
because
I think the
Rephrase that.
conversation will be different for each one of us, because like I just asked, how old is she? I mean, uh, uh, age matters. If you're immature, some things are going to be a little different.
Josh, can you
If
rephrase
you've
that?
been
Yeah,
through some
facts.
things, it's going to be,
What you
you
say?
know, you're going to handle it a little different.
Yeah,
age
I
matters,
know
but some of
I
the
just had the
outlining
Mustang,
facts
right?
don't
Yeah,
change.
I know I had the Mustang.
Yeah, Josh.
You
Yeah, I know
broke
I
it.
had the Mustang.
You broke
I
it.
grabbed a few more. Okay, things happened. I didn't break it. I was trying to get it fixed. That's a different conversation because stuff came into play that I didn't even know was going on with the car that people did with it. You feel me? But I know as I talked to some girls who probably wouldn't talk to me if they just randomly see me in the club, other than how I was driving that car around, which made them engage in talking to me. I still
Ashley,
ain't
towards your
lost.
Dr. Jeffrey, I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
right now, your audio is cutting in and out. We're trying to understand you, but it's cutting in and out.
All
From the
right, back
gist,
to my
I
bad, my bad.
know because I've seen it. I know what you're talking about, but then at the same time, it really goes back to what I was saying prior. You're in a car, you can drive. Some of them girls at the club, or women, let me say it, women, let me be correct. Some of them women at the club probably rode with their homegirl. So it's like you got a car, they don't. They see that as okay, he's a little more established than I am. So let me now be more susceptible to talking to him since he's a little more established. A woman can be living at home with her parents and she can be going to school And a man can be doing the same thing, but as soon as they start to talking and like, oh, where you live, who you stay with, what, you
That's
still
like
live at
saying,
home?
girl, you got a blood mattress. You feel me? I'm a real mattress.
But again, still more common than not, that will deter a woman from talking to that man since he's not all the way established. He doesn't have the car yet. He doesn't have that job yet. He doesn't have the house or apartment yet. When you get all those things on your own, then it's like the doorways of women just open up more. But the moment it's like, I got something and you got the same thing, no, you need to have a little more to talk to me. On average, that's what it comes across. You need to have a little more to talk to me.
Oh,
Well, back to what Jojo was saying earlier about the what Johnny was saying earlier about the marriage thing. Actually, I think it was more talking about like what is it, that divorce in general is normally initiated by women. It's women. It's like one of those ends justifies the means things. Nobody knows what all goes into people's marriages and the ins and outs and the back doors and all that stuff, like what's actually going on in the marriage. But the end result says, like, on statistically speaking, women initiate more than half the percentage of divorces that happen. And something else you had said. Oh, you said that you was talking about like a woman being with a guy, like even
oh,
if
they
he
got
like
me
hard
messing
working
up.
and trying to make his money and stuff like that.
Big
I
time.
feel
You
like,
heard me, baby.
if you with a guy, if you meet or get with a guy, and he make, let's say he make $150,000 a year. That's $12,000 a month. Now, y'all cool, y'all dating for like a year, 2 years. All of a sudden, he tell you, "I don't like this $150,000 a year job. I'm trying to do something else. I done found my passion, my calling. I'm gonna open up a nature reserve in Africa." And now he only make like $50,000 a year. That's like a huge pay cut. How? Not saying you, like there's an exception to every rule, but how many women you know gonna be wanting to stay with this person who just went from $150,000 a year to $50,000 a year to chase their passion and their dream of owning an animal shelter in Africa?
I
Well,
mean, it really depends on what kind of woman you got. If you have a dreamer for a woman, she'll probably jump on that bandwagon with you. Me, on the other hand, I'm a logical person. I would explain to him, honey, this just don't make sense. I understand that you're passionate about it, but we're gonna have to say some things before you make this
I
big
can't
pay
even
cut.
hear.
We just, I mean, as a couple, you make those decisions
This is
together. You don't just
interesting.
jump up and do no stuff like that. If you got a family and other
Let me see
people
if I
are
get it when I
dependent on
stop.
both of our incomes. Dr. Jeff, if you're not talking, can you mute yourself, please? So I just feel like if a couple is doing something, they should talk about it. Nothing
Yeah,
that's too hasty that's gonna throw a rift in your, the life you and this person has gotten accustomed to should be going on without it being some serious thought and some logic thought behind it. You don't just get to an adult just doesn't get to jump up and start doing their passion just because they felt like it one day.
I think a lot of adults do that.
They do, and they end up
but
Are you
then you
fine?
see
on the
them
street.
adults, you see the results. For like, say, what you said is not far fetched from like, okay, I was at this high paying job and then I lost that job. Rather, I got fired or I got laid off because they had to make some changes. Now you have to still adjust your life around that. And again, not too many women, often than not, will be okay with that pay difference. Because then, royalty, you got to also put it in perspective like this. From what you just said, that $100,000 a year mark, that's a high value man. That's not your average man. That's not your middle class, upper middle class, anything. That's your literally like top tier guy.
Mhm.
Like if you go from top tier all the way back to middle class, that's not easy for quote unquote most women to bounce back from. Like, oh, I was used to him giving me, like you said, 12,000 a month. Bills don't cost 12,000 a month, so he's probably being a little sugar daddy and sliding a little rack or two on the side every month. Now she got to go from $2,000 expenses to like $200 expenses. Like that's totally different. She's not going to like that. I went from
Okay.
Versace and Hermes and Gucci to let me go see if I can get something from the Gap, or let me go see if I can go get some t-shirts from Walmart. Like,
The
it's a
t-shirts at Walmart go hard. Shout out Walmart.
hey, shout
They
out
go crazy.
Walmart. I know that. Hey, them graphic tees be fire. But I'm just saying, in a real aspect of it, it's like it's not that easy to like just say like, hey, we got to make this change from this amount of money all the way up here to now we got to bring that income down. Because let's be honest, most of the time when it really come down to it, when it's a man picking a man don't always, depending on the man, I'm only speaking from my own experience. Me personally, I don't see what you make and then take that into the account of, okay, she make this much, I bet I can date her. It's like, are you attractive? Are you friendly? Do we get along? Can we communicate? Are you feminine? Do my family like you? Let's go. Like, all right. But I just want to welcome another person up to the audience. He's in the backstage, but he's coming up to the front. Please give a warm welcome to Black.
What's up, Black?
Hola, senor. This is
Go
God,
ahead
right?
and unmute yourself, Black. There you go.
This is God, girl. Because I said senor, and this could be a girl.
Well, first they gotta unmute themselves, you know. Just saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you
see?
now.
Hola, senor. Hola, senor.
What's popping? What's the word?
What's happening? We talking about the SMV, the sexual market value of, you know, dating and relationships.
I'm
And
the
they were
worst
just
person to talk to about this.
Thank you for coming in and admitting that off rip.
so they were just talking about how I'm sorry. I
Hey,
wasn't expecting it.
honesty is a rare quality nowadays. And my man's came in off the rip. Hey, I'm the worst person to talk to about this, but he was honest about it.
Right.
They were just talking about how, SMV, which is sexual market value, and how, women and men view each other and where they are placed on the attractive scale, or how willing their, people are to come at you or do whatever for you, and they were just saying, we were just talking about how um women will divorce a person so quickly because of financial issues, mainly financial being the main.
Mhm.
And what were the other reasons,
Like
Johnny?
like I said, nobody knows like the true ins and outs of somebody's like marriage and relationships, but if you did a deep dive into like statistical reasons like that, finances will be a major factor, will play a big portion of the divorce rates and stuff like that. For divorce, finances, things get hard, things get tough and stuff like that. But like she was saying, guys look for something different in females than what females look for in guys, and that's what determines your value. So, as
So I'm gonna tell y'all why I invited Black, because they Royal and Johnny were saying that a natural woman.
no, I didn't say natural. Johnny said natural.
Wait. Hold up. Don't misquote me now. I didn't say a natural woman now. We
Well,
got
what
we
you
gotta be
say?
politically correct out here
Tell
because
me
you
what
know
you
there are
said then.
there's
Quote
some
yourself.
women who
Quote
just
yourself
ain't
then.
natural, but
Quote yourself then.
Mm-hmm. Right, because I was gonna say rewind. We can't rewind. But he was saying that men will rate women based off of their looks, how many kids they have, their feminine qualities, and there was something else. Royal, help me out. It was another one. He said,
Oh, like if you like feminine, do my at least what Johnny was saying, like do my family like you, stuff like that.
yeah, like all of this stuff. What matters when you're what attracts you, or what makes you drive towards somebody?
What makes me drive towards
Yeah,
somebody?
how do you rate them? What comes first?
First is how they present themselves. I mean, like say for instance, you walk in the room. If you can walk in the room and be seen without saying nothing, like that attracts me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I hate I don't like loud, extra loud people that just have to be heard all the time, things like that. But I mean, of course, looks is one of them. I don't know. Y'all kind of got me on the spot. I was kind of sitting there chilling, eating right.
You always make me spit out my tea.
but
What's
but,
the
but
third
even
pick?
Okay, so this is a recap of what I said. Is she attractive? Is she feminine? Can we communicate? Do my family like her? And of course, legacy. Can we have kids? A lot of men are into legacy, especially a man with means. They want their means, their equity, their finances, their everything they worked and strive so hard to achieve to be passed on to somebody, i.e., their legacy.
So are these things that we're discussing after we've met and like dealt with them for a couple days, couple weeks, or whatever, or like initially meeting them?
notice he said dealt with.
So the thing is, more often than not, it's like, when you give somebody that look over appearance, as in, we checking them out, like, oh, she look like kind of fire from over here, but you don't even know that low key Shorty got 3 kids by 3 different men.
So
Which,
like we were
again,
saying
is
earlier,
But
when we were
why
talking
does
earlier
that
about
make her
ratings.
value go down?
I
I
don't
was saying
think
earlier about ratings and stuff. So like I said, Black,
Hold
you
on,
see a girl
royalty.
like,
I got this. This is how it makes her rating go down, because she was sexually irresponsible with 3 different men.
I disagree.
Because it sound bad, but it's just the truth. Women choose who and who don't get born into this world. No matter how many times me, royalty, Black, even Dr. Jeffrey, who was just on her, no matter how many times we go raw dog in there and we shoot up the club, it's your final decision if you gonna let that baby come to be.
So
And
great.
if you chose to be
Time out, man.
sexually
he said
irresponsible
timeout.
enough to let 3 different men on 3 separate occasions get you impregnated without bestowing a ring on your finger to marry you and make you a wife instead of just another baby mama, men in mass, on average, will not look at that as, oh, I need to wife her. She got 3 kids.
Okay.
I totally
Okay. Hold
agree.
on. Wait a minute.
I
Go
totally
ahead, Black.
look, bro. Like you said, she was sexually irresponsible by allowing those children to be born.
No, she was irresponsible by letting 3 separate men on 3 different occasions allow them to impregnate her without the idea, thought, or even the need of a ring to be married.
So
These are kids out of wedlock.
how could you say? Because you don't know the individual situations that these women dealt with going into the situations with these men. These could have been long-term relationships. Secondly, I know somebody that has no kids, but she's been pregnant at least 14 times.
Jesus,
God,
bro.
dog.
Hey, that's a lot
her
to
value.
unpack.
You
But
don't know
again,
you wouldn't know her value because she doesn't have receipts, and the receipts are the kids. Just because the lady has 3, I know another person with 3 kids that's doing better than any chick that I didn't talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
and that's, don't get me wrong, that's cool on a personal tip, but looking at it from a relationship perspective, it's still like, okay, this woman got 3 kids and none of them are mine. And for the most part, a lot of people know the stigma that there really is no honor in being a stepfather. You don't get
What?
nearly any recognition that you would if
You
you were
lost
the
me,
biological
Johnny.
father.
You lost me.
Let,
You
let,
lost me.
let me see if I could say
This,
let me
Hold
see
this
if
on.
I
Wait
can
a
okay.
save
minute. Wait
Johnny.
a minute.
Let
Hold
me see if
on.
I can
Because when
save
we
Johnny
go
real
back
quick.
to these kids,
Let me
there's a person we all know with 6 kids, 4 baby daddies, and she married. Been married for 5 years. Well, 6. Okay. So her market value didn't go nowhere.
let let me say let
I
me see if
wouldn't
I
so
can
much as
save
say
Johnny.
that. That is, again, that is the rare
Hold
chance.
on. We also know another person, a man,
When it comes
with
to men,
somebody
that's
with
different.
4 kids.
When it comes to men, it's I ain't just gonna say little. It's different. When it comes to men and women with kids, men look at women with kids totally different than women look at men with kids. And I can't tell you from a woman's perspective, but women seem to be, in my personal opinion, because I just see it, they be all right with being with bro who got like a baby or two, as long as you know he not still fooling around with baby mama, this, that, and third. Dudes be a little more skeptical, like, is your baby daddy really still not in the picture?
I don't
And what you going over there for info?
know.
Like, it's
Let,
2 o'clock in the morning. What your kid need at 2 o'clock in the morning? Why you got it? Like, it's a little different now. I'm
let
just
me
keeping it honest.
let me just
Oh,
say,
no.
as Holly heard me say earlier, Black, you weren't here for this, but as you said, Black, about these women, you know, in these certain situations, like I said, as Johnny said, there's an exception to every rule, but the rules aren't made off the exceptions. You know what I'm saying? And and as Johnny was saying, there is you know, some women, you know, who probably have more kids than the next. But if I give you two set of twins, two women that are twins, and they both look the exact same, they the baddest chick ever, they the same, but twin one got 4 kids, is a stripper down in Magic City, and twin two is a school teacher in Idaho. Which one you gonna pick?
But see, my question there from you, I hate to be this guy, but can twin two that got the education and everything, can she cook? Can she maintain a household? Can she do these things that twin one might be able to do better? I don't care if she is a stripper and got 3 kids.
And like I said, that's cool. There are gonna be some exceptions. But like I said, most times a general population of guys would pick the woman who already does not have children.
I feel you. I feel you.
Like,
I
this
don't.
is the thing. A lot of men, even though it's an unpopular opinion, it's not very light to say. If we could choose between the you we like now and the you we like now without kids, on average, if it were unanimous, like anonymous, I mean, a lot of men would say, "Hey, let me get the you that you are now that I like without the kids."
I agree.
Holly, think about it this way. Same scenario. You got twin guys. You got dudes that are twins. You got dudes that are twins. Twin one
You sure
is
you
a
want to ask
C.
me this?
What'd you say?
You sure you want to ask me?
I'm not talking about kids. I'm not talking about, but because like I said, it's different for women. So like I said, with guys, like twin one is a CEO at a Fortune 500 company and he makes 6 figures. Twin two live in the project somewhere and he work at McDonald's and he make $35,000 a year.
Twin two probably not gonna beat my ass because he got low self-esteem. But
I don't
that
know
twin
what
one, he
the mental
probably feel
capacity
all
of
powerful and
them
want to
are.
go upside my head and try to control me with his money. I ain't got time.
See, that right
It's not the
there
control thing with
is
money.
what is
Yes,
referred
yes,
to.
there are men with money who try to control you with money. They dangle it in your face, and then as soon as something go wrong, all the stuff that I did for you, if you did it for me, shut the hell up about it. You did it out the kindness of your heart. If you didn't do it out the kindness of your heart, you shouldn't have been doing it.
You just
Sorry, I got angry.
That right there, and
trigger moment.
that right there, I'm sorry, that's like the color purple of mostly Black America. That is Mr. That is the black man from Diary of a Mad Black Woman who kicked Shorty out in the beginning of the movie. That's like every bad person trope of a movie ever. Because let's be honest, it ain't like females ain't out here so-called, oh, I'm supporting a bum. And the moment I get mad at this bum, like I'm gonna take back the shoes, the pants, the jacket. Like, what, you drove my car up here? Like we not gonna act like it don't happen in reverse. Now,
Hold
I'm
on,
not
wait a
gonna
minute,
say that.
because
Go ahead.
I it's not my proudest moment, but I've been in situations where I've been with somebody who didn't have as much as I did. I basically was so angry I ruined my own stuff. They didn't have anything for me to ruin or take away or whatever else.
Did you break it
But
off with this person?
no.
Hey, I don't know what to say about that, but at the same time, this is
Don't
the real
judge me.
question.
Is this a judge-free zone?
This is
Yeah,
definitely a
that's
judge-free
free
zone. The
Judgment
question
free.
is, you said you never broke it off with them, but
No,
the better question is, are you still in a serious committed relationship with them?
maybe.
You see, you don't even have a straight answer for that. You said maybe. Like what Black was saying earlier, like women who had got pregnancies due to long relationships, the
Mhm.
question begs to differ like, hey, how long is long enough that you need to be in a relationship with somebody before you get married to somebody? Like we already know in some states, if not most states, they got that common law marriage to where if you just live with a woman long enough, y'all splitting bills, this, that, and the third, she's considered your wife under
That ain't
common
real.
law,
10
even
years.
though y'all not legally married, like went down to the courthouse of justice of peace and all that other good stuff, or had the little wedding bells in the chapel with the little the whoever you wanted to have give the sermon and whatnot. Like, how long is long enough to be in a
So
relationship with
does that
somebody?
make my value go down if I decide to stick it out with somebody just because, you know, you put in all this time with a person?
So
Your
You
value
didn't know
doesn't
when
go
to walk away?
down in that relationship. The relationship you get into after that, your value will not be the same because you are not the same. You will be older because, again, you chose to invest your time. Time is a luxury that nobody gets the chance to get back, buy back, or even save. So you will be now an older person trying to date again. So that your age will bring down your value.
it's like when you meet somebody, you are determining their value through like how you do like interviews, how they so like you see somebody out, you see them at Starbucks or something like that. Say they just came from a job interview, so they got on some nice clothes. Like, oh, this person look really nice. Looks like a good 9.5. Let me go talk to them. You talk to them. They breath stink. Oh, breath stink. You like an 8. How old are you? I'm 47. 47? Ugh, kind of old. You can go down to a 7. What do you do for a living? I ain't got a job. I just applied somewhere. I've been looking for a job. Now you probably like a 6.5. You ain't
Oh
even got
hell
a
no,
job
you
yet.
like a 3 to a 2, nigga. You
You
that
like a three.
old, breath stink, and you ain't got no job.
So it's like that.
Your market
You
value
determining
went down, nigga. I'm a man and I know you went just down, bro.
you determining somebody's value as you are meeting them. So even like if a guy walked up to a girl and met her, like Black was saying when he was here, like sexual attraction, like being attracted to somebody was going to initially draw you to them. So even if you're attracted to them in your eyes of attraction, they already a 10. Let me walk up to this girl and talk to her and see something like that. Get to her, her eyes crooked. She can't even look straight. Oh,
What?
she's like an 8 or something off rip. Getting to talk to her. How old are you, girl? I'm 36. 36. Oh, no.
36. I'm only 25. Hold on. Whoop.
Yeah, yeah. So it's stuff like that you determining the person's value as you meeting them and talking to them.
This is the best example I can give because I actually seen this story and I actually like I said, I did my research. Everybody, for the most part, who knows hip hop, music, and whatnot, we all know Erica Badu, right?
Uh-huh.
I know her music.
I ain't saying like you know her personally, nigga. You don't know her in real life. I'm just saying.
Oh.
So everybody know Erica Badu. Everybody knows she's pretty old now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to say she's hit the wall.
She what?
She's hit the wall.
What you mean?
She will what?
She hit the wall. She
He
didn't.
not talking about music. He not talking about music.
She hit the wall as in she was at the casino. She was up big, and instead of cashing out her chips when she had that in surplus, she decided to keep gambling and gambling and losing and losing and losing and losing, and that pile of chips started going down and down and down and down and down to the point like you can only get what you can't get what you want now. You can only get now what wants you, as in she's how old, and now she's dating a 27-year-old man who is way younger than her, and she pays all his bills
So how did her value go down?
because she is so old now.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
That
Age.
Because
age,
everything else around her, every apparently from what you said, everything else in her life still keeps her value pretty goddamn high.
it
If
keeps it
if
high
that
in what regard? Men don't look at women the same way women look to men. That attraction is not parallel, it's different.
Her
Men look
looks
at it.
ain't changed.
They
If
have
that
changed.
if that were the case, Oprah Winfrey would be the most sought out woman in America.
Huh? She are we really comparing Oprah Winfrey to Erica Badu though?
I'm just saying. You saying as far as
No,
Are
like
we
but
talking about with no makeup?
I ain't seen none of them with no makeup. I'm
yeah, I
sure
ain't
Erica
seen Erica
Badu don't wear
Badu with no
makeup, as far
makeup
as I
So
know.
either. Like,
Erica Badu still looks the same.
but we
I
know
didn't know
she's
Erica
not the
Badu was
same. Can Eric?
like.
This is my
Okay, let me tell
question.
you this. Let's use this one.
Okay.
Holly Berry,
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Holy
what's
smoke!
that?
I saw a post about Angela Bassett. Uh, what was her nick? Like, I swear,
Lisa Ray. Are y'all telling me they went down? Their looks are gorgeous. Their
that
looks have not changed, and
what
they've
you are
aged.
referring to is what we in the black community like to say: black don't crack. But we
Uh,
not finna sit up here and act like 25-year-old men, 21-year-old men, 18-year-old men,
but we
possibly
were
like
saying
30-year-old men still want to go
Let I'm
they
knock on her
went.
door and
But
knock
I'm
that down.
saying that you said their value goes down
but
because
it
they got older.
Yes.
Not
think
because anything changed about the way they look because they got older, but because they got older.
yeah,
On a
but
scale,
let me
on hold on, royalty, I got you. Like on a scale, on average, women's value starts off high as the young ripe age of 18 and 21, and the older they get, their value starts to decrease.
I
While
feel like their
men,
value should be decreased when they're young because they're stupid and immature.
but
well
that's
guys don't
when
look
you
at
are in the
that.
best, that's when you are in your
Right.
prime
You
years
keep
as
telling
far
me you
as
looking at looks. No guys worry about how immature you are. No guys are worried about if you can cook or clean your ass. You're worried about what she looks like, what
and if she
she
can give you that
sexy
wop
you
wop
like.
3000, yeah.
Exactly. That's what y'all worried about, right?
Yeah, that's
So just
so,
because she got older doesn't mean that whatever the looks in the giving out the JJ goes down. If you really want to be honest, the older a woman is, the more sexually active she actually is.
sexually
We
activeness
know
doesn't.
cougars are a thing, we know that, but it's
I'm
still
just saying you're putting this market value on it, but it's not holding or making sense to a point where your examples or your reasoning for making it go down and up, they're not sustained. They're not valid at this point because if you take somebody like Holly Berry from the
mm-hmm,
time she started in the industry and you go
mm-hmm,
through all of her photos to the years till now,
Mhm.
mm-hmm,
nothing has changed.
The-
And
mhm.
and on top of that, let's just say her JJ got loose. She got
mm-hmm.
millions of dollars to tighten that hoe back up.
Can she give kids now?
Can she what?
Can she offer kids now?
Yeah, didn't Janet Jackson just have a baby at 50?
I
And,
don't know. I ain't, to be honest, I don't
and
know. I ain't heard about it. I haven't seen it. I wouldn't know.
I'm just saying.
here's an example, Ashley, and I hope this one makes sense.
I
Like
hope you do
the
too.
market value is like I said, it's based off the value of the market as it is. So something is only as expensive as something as what someone is willing to pay for it. So
Correct.
let's say gas or a toy. A toy that was made in the 70s costed $1. Now that exact same toy made today might cost you $15 because the value of things change, fluctuate, goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Now that let's say Halle Berry. I'm just throwing out years. I don't know this specifically, but I'm just throwing out years. Halle Berry. Let's say Halle Berry came into the industry at 2000. At
Right.
2000, Halle Berry came into the industry. Probably 99% of guys were saying, "Yeah, I would do it. Halle Berry, that's my girl. I'll go to war for her. I'd die for her. I'm trying to get in that." Now let's go down. Let's go 10 years later. Let's go 2010. Less people are saying that. Well, Halle Berry, she kind of old now. She's still cute, but she kind of old now. 2020, 20 years has gone by now. There are more. The decline happens. Not saying she's lost any step, but decline does happen one way or another. That's what I'm saying
Okay.
because the market changes. The
I
market
think
changes, so the value is going to change of that.
I think what we're missing here is you guys are making it, you're speaking as if it's factual, right? Like you're speaking as if you're speaking like, okay, I get you saying like it's an independent, individual based thing. But when you guys are speaking, you're speaking from like factual and like this is what I'm saying, this is what it is. So I'm only responding to what I feel like you guys are saying what it is. And I'm just trying to give you a thing to think about. You're saying that because she got older, or we could use your example that you just used now. Okay, when she started, let's say in 2000 or whatever, people was like, yeah, yeah, I'm on it, I'm on it. All right, cool.
What?
2010, they're less on it. But if you really look at it, her other area that adds to her is her money, right? So she probably made less in 2000 because she wasn't as popping. She was just cute. But she got older, got famous, got more gigs. So now she making more money, but y'all feel like she less attractive. So her shouldn't it balance itself? If I'm a logical thinker, okay?
Okay,
So if
so
I'm thinking the way that you guys are speaking, that only makes sense to me. It has to balance itself out. It just you just don't lose it. Something
this
takes its place.
this is why I keep saying the attraction of women to men is different than men to
We're
women.
not talking about attraction to men and women and this and that. We're
That's
talking about what you guys have put
Val-
on the table to make somebody more valuable or less valuable.
and
So
that's why I keep saying that right there. What we're putting on the table is attractiveness. Whether you're attractive to me or less attractive to me, I'm not that attracted to older women. For one,
You.
I'm not.
so I'm
Not
as
I mean,
Johnny was
yes, that
saying.
is me
I mean,
personally,
that's
but
you
in
because
Matt,
you can't speak for everybody. You only can speak for you if it's an individual thing. So you're less attracted to older women. Some men are probably attracted to older women, prefer an older woman. So when you guys are speaking, you're speaking as if you're speaking for everybody, like what you just did, Johnny. That's what I'm saying. So when you speak like you're speaking for everyone, I'm going to answer to that. But if you say, me personally, I'm not attracted to older women, I can't say nothing about that. That's your preference.
In speaking in the broader sense, like how Johnny was saying about guys and girls is different. Women, most of the times, their attraction does not go up with the amount of money they get. That's normally only with guys because women look at guys. Most women look at guys for some type of financial security and stability. Most guys do not look to women for financial security and stability. There are probably a handful of guys, like the one you said about Erica Badu or something, who are financing some younger dude, but there are more guys who are financing some younger female.
facts.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong because I'm not talking about the finances either. I'm talking about the things that you say all go into their value. So
Hmm.
if even if we take money off, right?
Hmm.
Does her increase in sex drive help because she's older? Does
If
No,
we
because I
if
mean
we
men
if we
like
take money
sex.
off, if we take money off, we gotta take money off completely. Now, whoever this person is, Halle Berry, whoever, can't afford this $600 worth of makeup and Botox or whatever happens and such like that.
I
This
don't know what
person,
she looked like without it, so I can't speak on
so
it.
so
yeah,
like
but
so like I'm saying, the value goes down. A lot of times with men, you hear from a lot of women. Some men get more attractive as they get older, whether they start balding. The bald looks
Psych.
better. What,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
like I said, to
this
you, to
this
you
To
personally,
me.
you can say that. But like with women, like I said, it's all about the attractiveness thing. That's why
Mhm.
that's why like people always say makeup will never go out of style because people I'm using people in general because men and women both wear makeup at times are always gonna need to want to look their best and wear makeup and stuff like that.
Right.
royalty. Let me say something. So basically, when I'm saying something, I'm not trying to say it as fact, but I do speak in a general sense of this is more the norm than it is rare. So
But you
yes,
don't
I
get to
can't
say
speak for
what the
everybody,
Mhm.
but I know on average what is the norm to most people. Now,
The norm or whatever you're calling the norm or average for most people of your age, your gender, your everything of that nature. So you can't really say the norm because it doesn't include everybody to be a norm. That's your norm, and you're speaking for people in your group or people that you know or had conversations with. I can't speak for every single woman. I don't try to. So when I'm speaking, I'm literally speaking, for myself and what I disagree with. But when you say norm, it makes I mean, it just comes off like what's the norm? Who's norm? Who's the normal?
the norm
Who
is if
falls in
you
there?
look at Halle Berry and all the money she's made, that's cool. But men know more often than not the money a woman makes is not money we will actually see more often than not. If she chooses to gift us something, that is different. But we're not looking to her to make us financially stable. Example, Lizzo is a very well known and renowned artist who has a lot of money, but struggles every day, all the time, trying to find a quote unquote boyfriend, because even though she makes so much money, look at what she looked like. Look at what she looked like. Body
I,
positivity from what she trying to push in her peoples and all. Look at Lizzo. She got all that money but still can't find no man. Why? Because on
for the,
average, women look to men for financial stability and security. Men look to women for femininity, attractiveness, and legacy. Can we have kids? It's not like so much as, okay, I get it. Halle Berry was bad. She's probably still bad now. But when you look at her now, do I really want to say I'm trying to get married to a woman who's like twice my age? Am I trying to say
We
I'm trying to get married
we
to a woman and provide for a woman who's twice my age?
disclaimer: I don't got
I
no
was gonna
problem with
say
Lizzo or her music. Just so we can say that, I got no
I
I don't
problem.
I
even know
I
Lizzo
wi-
music, to be honest. I never really listened to it like at all. But
I
that's
was just
just
gonna say we're stepping into a place where it becomes those closeted people because people are still worried about society's opinions when it comes to big women. So your preference may not be a bigger woman, fine. But there are some guys that are into big women but afraid of what people are going to say about them with their big woman. Now,
Lizzo's DMs is private. Only she can share that. So she can have as many men who like big women in her DMs and still ain't found a boyfriend yet. And the only reason with that being is
because they
because
don't want to
she
be public.
wants no, she wants a man who is on her quote unquote level. She want to be evenly yoked. That is the
You
thing.
say yolk
Evenly
Here's
yoked.
okay, so
like
what
egg?
about all the people that Nas X been with?
Nas X.
Well, Nas
Yeah.
X, I'm not familiar with him, and that's a man. So anybody referring to that is, again, men and women are different. Men don't look for a woman to be on his quote unquote level.
Nas X is gay.
Again, men
What are
don't
you
really
talking
look
about?
for men don't really look
These are
for
two
other
men.
men, let alone women, to be on their level financially to be with them.
They
Only
what?
women, the more money a woman makes, the less men she sees. The more money a man makes, the more women he sees. A broke
More
man
No,
is
more
not
women that'll see him.
it, that
no,
too.
no, no. A man can make as much. You couldn't pay me. You could not pay me to be with
Disclaimer,
Donald
you're
Trump.
referring to yourself.
I am talking about myself. I'm pretty sure there's a other bunch of women that may agree that you cannot pay them to be with Donald Trump. I don't give a damn how much money he makes. You can't pay me to be with any of the Hiltons. I don't care how much money they make.
Okay, okay. Well, let's taking the extremes, Donald Trump included, out of it.
Who
Any
put somebody up there?
put I'm not even gonna say put somebody up there. Take a regular guy. Like I said, my regular
Okay.
guy who's a five. Take my regular guy's a five.
That work at McDonald's.
You give him a Ferrari,
I'm
$3 million,
not giving
and
him
give him
nothing
verified on Instagram. Instantly, he got a pool of millions and millions of people now.
True.
because he don't. But if he butt ass ugly, ain't nobody messing with him.
I'm
That's
sure.
a lie.
I'm
That's a
sure
lie.
plenty
That's a
people.
lie.
Look, I'm
I'm
about to
sure
say,
That's a lie.
do
I'm sure
anybody
plenty
remember
of
Hugh
people still
Hefner?
Take
mess
that
with
back.
him.
Anybody remember Hugh Hefner? That man was ugly as hell and had every Playboy bunny
Hugh,
on his tip.
Hugh Hefner was making careers though. You give a woman and tell her you're gonna make her career, and she has the thing to be model, whatever, what have you. They're gonna jump on that. One, I'm sorry, it's not a real job to me, but that they're gonna jump on that. That's a lazy
For
job
Playboy.
to me. Yes,
Oh,
Playboy,
okay.
modeling,
I'm just making sure
acting
I'm
is
understanding. I'm just
lazy.
making sure I'm understanding.
So if you
But
get somebody that's gonna further someone else's career,
that's the same thing in the
um,
rap game. Women will try to get with these producers, these managers, these recording artists, and be like, I believe he can help further my career, regardless of how much money he made.
And like you were saying earlier, actually, like even if the dude but ugly, and you like you say he got a
yeah,
Ferrari, $5
I
million
took that
dollars,
back.
and he verified on Instagram.
Yeah, like that's what, again, the level of attractiveness from a woman to a man and woman are different. Men look at women based off of looks. Women look at men, and the most important thing from that man is what he can provide and what he can do for me.
That's really sad.
It's sad, but it's just true. I'm not finna date Lizzo not because she got $1 million and she just shitting on me financially. No, my thing is I don't like big women, and I definitely don't like big women who don't seem to be like trying to do nothing about being big. Like if you're a big woman and you trying to get in the gym, that actually makes you that much more attractive because you're trying. Just like a woman will get with a man who has the potential to make more than what he's making now. That's,
So
again, we
so
just basing that off of potential.
if
Her potential to
Lizzo
lose weight, his potential to make more money.
if Lizzo was in the gym
Mm-hmm.
and getting small,
Mm-hmm.
and she could snatch you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she got you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's still trying to work out.
Mm-hmm. Well, first she got to meet a certain requirement. I ain't gonna cap. If I can't put my arms around you, it's a little bit of an issue right here. I'm just being real. That's me personally. If I
Oh
can't put my arms
god.
around you like this, hold on, baby. We might have to slow your
I,
roll now.
I'm just saying
I'd
you're
agree with Johnny in that aspect, just because I know Johnny like 6'3", 250. If he can't put his arms around
I
you,
can't put my arms. I'm a big guy. Like I'm not no little average 5'8", 5'10" dude. I'm 6 foot plus. Like if I can't put my arms around you, it's a problem.
you probably could get your arms around Lizzo. You just gotta squeeze.
Damn. You
I'm
see how
sorry,
I
Lizzo.
had to squeeze, and she might not be able to breathe with me squeezing that hard. Like I'm just saying, like let's keep it. I'm keep it all the way funky with you. Like that's how I really think it is. Like that's it. But it's sad, but it's still the truth more often than not. Because again, not trying to be mean. How many big women you
It's too
seeing getting
late.
out of a limo with a
he
man?
said too late.
How
Too late.
many big women you see getting out of a limo with a man? Not just
Monique.
any man, a man that's her man. Monique not
Monique.
big no more.
She was on Precious.
She was past
And
her.
I think her name
the
was
girl that
Jennifer
played
Hudson.
oh shoot. What do it have to be a man?
Yeah, a man.
Oh,
Sorry,
I was
that's
gonna
that's
say
the requirements
Queen
right now.
Latifah. Queen Latifah.
See, attraction between women and women is totally different, and I can't even begin to fathom. But I know more often than not, attraction between man and women and man, I can understand that. Now, attraction from women to women, I can understand that. Maybe you'll know more. You
So
can educate me, but that's out of my
just
wheelhouse.
just ask Holly, what do you look for in a man? What do you look for in a man? Like 10 things.
Not
10
even
things?
10, just three. Just three. Your
3?
top three off the head, off the dome.
Top 3 off the head would probably be no children first and foremost. Um Dark skin. I'm gonna sound very shallow.
You sounding a little racist. You said dark skin. I'm gonna just put it out there now. Somebody who gonna look back at this like dark skin. Damn, she don't like light skin. She don't like white men or something. Like you gonna come off a little racist with that one. But there's some dark
uh,
Latinos, so you might be all right. And
and,
Pacific Islanders. I'll throw that out there
and
too.
probably I would probably, if we don't have no kids, I need them to at least have their own house.
So again, you need them to be with the finances because
They
I
home
need
mean,
to
a
be where
house, you can have a one bedroom townhome or a studio apartment. I just need to know that you're not laying your head with your cousin, your brother, your homeboy in the basement of your auntie house. I don't want to come visit you and your people. I just want to visit you and have a nice
I'm back.
little alone time, you know. Um, so I mean, you ain't gotta have the best finances to have that, but don't have a roommate. But you are again, you have to look at my age.
Yeah,
but
I'm
even
not
still,
dealing with people in their 20s. I'm not
so
dealing with people in high school or college.
since
If I was
since
dealing
you
with anybody
wanted
in
to
high
add that
school, I have to be in
disclaimer of your
jail.
age, would you like to share your age with the public?
Yeah, I'm 32.
so even still, like you say, even having a house, townhome, one bedroom apartment
Hold on,
Hmm.
requires
royalty. I
some
got I
level.
got one good question though. So you said you're 32, right?
Yes.
Would you honestly say that?
Am I 32 or am I 33? I'll be 33
Monty, how old is
next year.
you?
Hold on. So this is what like I said, you're like 32, you're in your
Mm-hmm.
30s now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that your requirements of a man that you want is changed from your 30s to your early 20s?
No, still wanted that in my 20s. Now, in college, see, here's the thing. I don't, if I have it myself, I expect you to have it. So in my 20s, I had my own place. I didn't have any children. I
So
did, and I'm dark skinned. What'd you say?
Royalty, did you just hear that? Did
so
you just hear that?
so really,
What?
Did you
it
just
ties back.
hear that?
Johnny said this many minutes ago, but a woman won't get with somebody who has less than what they already have.
But
You
see,
really
here's the
just
thing.
proved my
I
point
can
by saying you
have,
wanted a man who had just about the same, if not more than you, not
no,
less.
listen, if I have a two-bedroom house, I don't
Mm-hmm.
expect him to have a two-bedroom house. I just need him to have a house.
Hmm?
He don't have to do as well as me. He doesn't have to be, you know, that doesn't matter to me. But I'm saying when I was in college, I'm in a dorm. So I can't I would like you to have a house, but I don't expect you to have a house if you're in college too. I expect you to have a roommate. I expect you to be splitting bills with somebody. But if I'm at a point in my life, at my age, and I don't have to split bills with somebody, I'm going to look for a person
Can y'all hear me?
that's not splitting bills, but they have somewhere that I can come and it just be them. Because if they come to me, that's the same thing they would get.
Can y'all hear me?
I mean, it doesn't, I mean, I get what y'all were saying. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. My stuff was acting up.
I I I just don't, it's not like if I made six figures, he gotta make six figures. Does he have to have a job? Yes.
More or less, you still
That I would call cap
contributed
on
to
that one.
my point that he would need to have just about, not saying he has to have more than you, but
Hmm.
again, it's still along them lines that he just about has to have the same as you. If not, he could still have better. You're not going
Okay.
for anything less, which
But I
again
have.
ties back to the, it's not to say you haven't, it's just what you
Oh,
prefer. That's what you
oh
want.
yes, I
You want a man
prefer.
that's again evenly yoked. If I got this, he need to have this. And if he has this and have this in surplus, that's good. But as long as he has it, at least he meets the requirement. But if he don't have it, sorry, you're not my preferred type. I'm finna move
That
on.
don't mean I don't give him the time of day. I just don't
I
take him
uh,
seriously.
and
You
that
don't
right
take it
there is the
seriously.
problem. You don't take him seriously. These
No.
men are out here trying to seriously talk to you, i.e., seriously date you, but you just said it. You would not take him serious.
And that
Ask
person
me
will
some questions.
seriously get their self together and then I take them serious.
But See, that's the difference.
I was dealing with somebody who didn't have a car. I said, this you gonna have to do something. But we all know that I've had a car since I was about 13.
Yeah, that's kind of different. Yeah.
So
Your
I can't
circumstances is very
expect
different.
other 13-year-olds to have cars.
But
So what I'm saying
at your
is,
age of, like you say, 32, there are certain expectations you can have of other 30 to 32-year-olds.
yes, I mean, I'm not dating no 32-year-olds. I would never date my age. Good Jesus, I wouldn't.
So
But
you would go
not
30 and
older, or
35.
so wait. Hold on, royalty. So would you go older or would you go younger?
I would do whatever has their shit in order. But I don't particularly go for younger, no. But if they
Ah,
happen
It
to
okay.
all
be
go
younger,
bad
As
with
I'm
me
long as
and
they
my
okay.
not
lady.
younger, we'd had to scrap after that. Like me and whoever you were talking to, like, hold on, bro, you can't be talking to her. We gonna have to scrap or something.
Jesus. I
If my
try to stray
relationship
away
fail,
from people the same age as my nephews.
if my relationship
That's
fail,
good to
I'm
know.
grabbing a
See,
girl
look,
from
I,
over the
I
border.
put that disclaimer out here earlier at the beginning of the show. We are all family at this cookout because this is the family cookout.
Yeah.
You
You
should have
said
named it
something
the
about
family
across
cookout.
the border.
Yeah, I said if my relationship fail, I'm grabbing a girl from Brazil who want a visa.
My
So you get
brother,
played and
you
finessed.
need a
I'm not
passport
getting
for that.
played. I had the baddest woman on this side of the U.S.
You need a passport for that, my brother.
I got one.
Stupid. This man.
What just happened? What?
He,
All I heard was mumbling.
he said if his relationship don't work out, he getting a chick from across the border, preferably Brazil, apparently.
Do you even know where
So
Brazil
she
is,
can
my
get a
brother?
green card and a
Yes,
visa.
sir.
I got a
I'm
question,
gonna
and
see you on
I have a
90 Day
topic,
Fiance. I'm gonna see you on 90 Day
Johnny.
Fiance.
I
Mm-hmm.
have a discussion I would like you to discuss at another family cookout on another day, and ask them. All of them ain't got headphones on.
I'm about to say, you can hit me offline. We all know each other. We all got each other. Hey, we in a group message. If that's the case, we can all be in a group chat. Hit people offline. It's the family cookout. We all know each other. But so Dr. Jeffrey, since you've been gone for more than half the podcast or the show,
Man,
whichever
I
one you
told
want
you
to
I was in
choose.
butt fuck nowhere, man. The connection blew out.
Oh my Lord.
Anyway, like I said, we was talking about sexual marketplace values and basically trying to, in some way, shape, or form of fashion, iterate to Holly over here that attraction between man and woman and man are not parallel. Men look for different things out of women that women don't look the same for in men when deemed attractive. As in, Dr. Jeffrey, I'm gonna ask you personally. Lizzo has a lot of money, right?
Before you do that,
Let's
That's
what
a
see.
I
girl
just
named Lizzo.
before
Lizzo.
That's the girl name.
That's her
hold
name,
on.
Lizzo.
Before you do that, now I got two things. I just realized that men think with their dicks, sorry, and women don't. One, we don't
Cause
have
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But
So
two, you know how you keep saying it's a family cookout?
mhm.
Dr. Jeff is slowly turning into that family member. You can't take no word. He's so rude. He done butted in 50,000 times. And he keep
Then jumped
disappearing
out
and
50 more.
reappearing.
I told y'all I was door dashing, man. Yeah. I was out
Okay.
in the middle of nowhere.
Do you know who Lizzo is?
He know
Nah.
who Lizzo
The
is.
singer.
He should have heard about her if he
No. A better question, Jeffrey. First 5 things that attract you to a girl. First 5 things.
No,
Natural,
we gonna
like
make it the same. First three
First
things
3.
attractive.
eye shape, my eyesight. Like what I see from just looking at you.
Bro,
Yeah.
what the hell does eye shape mean, bro?
I mean, visual. What I just visually can see off you is
we
gonna
need
determine.
a
Which
little
part?
more specifics
Which
with
part
that.
do you look at first?
I look at your whole body, your face, your
Oh, so just
toes.
the body.
I look at the ass first.
Oh Lord.
I'm an ass man. She need to have
God,
something for me.
So you see her from the behind before you see
So
her
you
face.
see it from the back.
Before you
That's
see her
What
most
you
of the
mean?
time when I catch her. Hey, she had her back turned. Excuse me, miss, right there with the
You walk
Jeans
up
and
on people from behind.
Oh my God.
Okay, Dr. Jeffrey, tell us your three. Oh, I'm so glad I ain't on
I'm
camera
looking
right
at you for, your visual at first, because that's what's gonna inquire me if we just talking about, just randomly walking up to somebody. If you look shot, you ain't finna get the shot. You feel me?
now. Okay. What's next?
Um, I guess they still inquiring to like the visual side, man. I gotta check out your clothes.
okay. Last thing, your third thing. Please, 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 your third thing.
Um, this is, I don't know if it's something you look for. Then it comes to the next is the conversation. Is we gonna be sitting here talking about nothing, or are you gonna
Thank
be sitting
you.
here not
Thank
talking at
you.
all?
Thank you.
Is you
Jeffrey, hold on, pause 1 second. Royalty, your top 3 things that attract you to a woman. Top 3 right now. Go ahead.
Way she look.
The way she look.
Um, Conversation pieces, like talking in general, and uh, I want to say eyes, but I know that goes with like physical looks and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why it's hard. It's like three things. It's a
Yeah,
lot more than
that's it.
three.
If it was like 10, I would have picked 10, like off rip. But three, the way she look, conversation piece, and you know, I guess how she carries herself.
Facts. Yeah,
Them my
that's
three.
a,
Okay.
that's a good
Okay.
one.
Okay. All right. Now, numero uno, yours truly. I'm gonna give you my top 3. It's gotta be her figure, her clothes, and then conversation. But again, from on this panel, we have 3 separate men. And Holly, from what I told you before, from 3 separate men, the top
That
three
y'all
things
think
that
with y'all dicks. I got it.
we
Nah,
don't look to finances though at all. Nobody, the only thing financial that we could argue for was
The
clothes.
only thing, which is financial, but the only reason I said anything about finance is because y'all were making it seem as if there's the attractiveness and everything else that she brings to the table. You made it seem like it was a collective to get her number to a certain place. Now, granted, you keep saying not financial, but how did she get those clothes?
So
Like
the
I said,
Granted,
that's
she
the
ain't buying you nothing. You're not looking
the
for her to buy you anything, but are you looking at her and saying, "Fuck, can I afford her?"
no.
well,
So
I'm
it's
put like this: if she was wearing them Kanye's with the ripped up clothes before Kanye came out with them, we'd have had a problem. Cause then I would have thought she was a hobo or she was homeless. But now that Kanye came out with them holes in the shirts and the pants and stuff, now she might be a little bit on the rich side if she wears some clothes like that. But for the most part, that's it. Like she could be
Do you
wearing
stop
some
trying?
from
the
when.
Do you stop trying to get with her?
what you what's
If she
what's what,
wears,
what's
I'm gonna be
means
like this.
what's
If
trying?
she's wearing clothes from Walmart, Rainbow, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, I don't care. I don't.
it's
What?
the thing, Holly,
I'ma still
is
try to holler at her. Is all I'm saying. I wouldn't care. She can
the
be.
the more when
I'm
a gu-
shooting my shot regardless.
when a
I don't care
guy
what you got on.
when
And
a
if you
guy is
ain't
dealing with
moving
a
with,
girl, the more money he makes, the less he is concerned about the amount of money that she make. If any random guy, let's say there was a guy that had Drake status, like Drake money, he don't care this girl make Halle Berry money. That's not relevant to him. But if you meet some regular guy and this guy meets some regular girl that happens to be a nurse or something like that, that could be something that increases your value, because I know I just work at McDonald's, but you a nurse, I know this is something that could work. But if I make millions, I'm not concerned that you make hundred thousands. The more a guy makes, the less he's concerned with how much a girl makes. So it really depends on the guy to determine
So
the
y'all
different
really
value.
just proved my point.
It
You
really
literally just proved my point with what you just said. You just said if you have a nurse and you work at McDonald's, her value just went up because of what she makes as a nurse. Those are finances.
But that's what I was telling you, like I said, about the Halle Berry instance. Like, yeah, she might be cute and getting older, but her money does not maintain her value.
Yeah, the money don't maintain
But did
nothing.
it? But did it replace? I'm so confused now because
Okay.
what you just
I, I
said.
I I think where you lost that too is because you say men think with their dicks is because men and women look at sex totally different anyway.
No, they don't.
I
Speak for other women. Don't speak
Dr.
for me.
Jeffrey, hold on, because I know exactly where royalty was going with this. This is basically to the point that it's not so much as money maintains her value, but let's
It
be
increases
honest,
it.
it doesn't increase.
He just said it do.
It he said no. What
for
it
Did you just
is
say
for
that?
select men.
for
Like I said,
homosexual men, yes, if you got a lot of money, then value of you has increased. For homosexual men, as in
Hobosexual.
bums, hobos,
Oh, okay.
niggas who need somebody to support them and pay for everything. Yes, those hobosexuals, they will look at you making X amount of money and be like, "Ooh, she a 10." Not
Did
matter
you?
what you look like. Them
Did
tax returns come back, she finna buy me a Bentley because she got the money. Yes, those hobosexuals. But in
she got
regards to the fact
kids?
that if she's just a nurse and she makes X amount of dollars, that automatically deters certain men who know they don't make anywhere close to that from talking to her.
I
The
just
more
said
money a
that
woman,
too.
but that
I
okay,
just
and that's
asked y'all that when a woman is dressed a certain type of way, do you stop trying to shoot your shot?
no. When
Because
she's
no,
you
dressed a
feel
certain
as
type of
though
no,
way,
I didn't ask
no.
you, Dr.
no.
Jeffrey. I ain't
uh,
asked you. I heard what you said.
are you talking about like us specifically or like men in general?
Well,
Men
I
in,
can't speak for no other men. I only can speak for the men that's on this thing on thing.
for us on the panel, I can say for me personally, if the way she's dressed, like money wise, and how much money she spent on her the way she dressed, I don't care. Like
Nope.
I just
And I ain't
said,
talking about that.
she could have shot that rainbow, and
Nope.
we know that or
I don't
city
care about that.
trends.
I
I
don't care
don't
about that.
care.
If she's a nurse,
And she's
does
a
that make her?
bless you,
You need
Jeffrey.
a COVID
Thank you.
test. If she was a nurse, if she was a nurse, does that make her value go up? If she's wearing expensive clothes, does that make her value go up? Or if she's wearing rainbow and whatever else, does it make it go down?
I
You
mean,
guys are
if
keep
you
you
asking
hold
me
your
that,
horses. Pause.
Bro, you
If
finna get
you
muted.
are at a if we are talking about, I mean, sticking to the topic, if we're saying this is going to make somebody go up or down, I'm asking you specifically, the
Mm-hmm.
clothes that she wearing, is it going up or down? Her
yes,
job, does it make her go up or down? Her
Her
looks, up or down? I already know what about the looks, but I'm asking about the things that you guys keep mentioning. What is it doing to her value?
do we
You're
want to
just
go oldest
mentioning
to
it
youngest,
and
youngest to
telling me,
oldest, or we want to
and
go
you're
like
telling me that you just, I'm gonna holler, I'm
in
gonna holler,
alphabetical
I'm gonna
order?
holler. Men don't care about finances. Okay, but I'm asking you, what makes it go up? What makes it go down? Does that increase it or does it decrease it?
So
Yes,
hold
sir,
on, royalty.
Royal, because you just got your hand up and
Are we going from oldest to youngest alphabetical
we
order
going
or youngest to
to
oldest?
the way he raised his hand first. That's where we going because he had something to say. Oh my God.
So like I was saying, it's all dependent on the type of God that you're dealing with. Like to
Talking
say
about you.
so
We don't have to speak general.
me personally, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that increases the person's value to
Okay.
me. But
Okay.
in general with men, it depends on the man. Like I said, if you got
Nope.
Drake money,
I don't want to talk about other men. I'm talking about you because I would like to understand. So I can have a strict where I'm at. I can at least start with, I got 3 men on her. I can at least start there. So give me that.
so
So
to
someone being a nurse, does she go up or does she go down?
she
What the
went
crap?
up.
Hold on. Well, okay. Um, I feel odd. Do
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
so
Give your
she's a nurse. She's a
mm-hmm.
nurse. So she has went up for royalty. Dr. Jeffrey, because she's a nurse, does it go up or down?
It goes up.
Okay. So she's still up here, right? Okay. So because she gets older, she ages 5 years. She's still a nurse. Did she just go down?
Yeah, because now you at sugar mama status.
Okay. So now she's down. She's down because she aged 5 years. Still a nurse, aged a little bit. She went down.
What's a
She's
little bit?
now,
What's the age we starting off with?
they said, I don't know, 23. Shit, I don't care.
If she went up to 25, it depends because some what these niggas might say might be different for me. You
Okay,
give a
hold
girl a
on.
baby, now they got a woman body, not just little petite. That matters.
Some of them have that before kids, but anyway, that's
I'm
beside
gonna
the
need
point.
you to work on your math too.
What you mean?
I said 5 years. You said she 25 from
Oh
23.
damn, I wasn't. It's been a long day.
Okay. Check this out. So if she's a nurse, her value does nothing
It
to me.
goes up.
It
It
does
does
nothing.
nothing
It
for
does
me.
nothing for Johnny
It does nothing for
specifically.
Johnny.
It does nothing for me because
So
you being a nurse,
That
she's
just show
still
me that she
average.
she owns something. She doing something. She's
She's still
consistent with
average
something. She worked for
to
something.
Johnny.
oh my God, my brother, I'm about to mute your ass. Shut up. I'm
So
trying to
she's
give my
still
reasoning.
hold
To
on, because
me, as a nurse, for me personally, her value does nothing.
so she stays the same.
She
Now
stays the
she
same. The
aged
only
five.
thing that
Mhm.
changes from what you were about to say with the age is if she's from 23 in age 5 years to 28. I personally feel like women's age, as far as looks, peaks around like that 35, 32 range. So to me, she still look pretty bad. Like she
So
still look like
she
somebody I talked to.
so now she just increased for you because of age.
I wouldn't say much of an increase. I would say she's still where she at when I first met her. Unless like something about her body changed that looked more appealing to me, then she would increase. But if nothing changes and all she did was just age 5 years, she'd be the same number value she was 5 years ago.
So basically, you're a dick because you're not giving them any value for any of the things that they're accomplishing as they get older. So she was a nurse. She's probably now the head nurse, the chief nurse in 5 years. I don't
Where's it
know.
going?
And then you said she aged, but she probably got a little decent, probably got a little more curve, probably got a grown woman body on, but she's still the same
I
till
wouldn't
she hit
consider
about 30.
myself to be a penis because of that. I would consider myself just to be a regular man because her being a
I mean,
nurse
each man is
doesn't
different. I'm glad all of you have different opinions. I really am.
her being a nurse does nothing for me because the money she make does nothing for me. At the end of the day,
But
most of the time, I'm
we
not going to rely
yeah.
on her finances to make sure that are we're good. I'm gonna rely on
But we
mine.
established that the job meant nothing to you. You've
Hmm.
been firm on that finances do nothing for you. So then we throw age in there, and you're saying that you prefer, older because the body starts to change. The body starts to do something different. Maybe it does something different. Not all women bodies
No, I
changes
don't
when they get
prefer an
different.
older woman. I just feel like, to me personally, your age, like your looks, peak. Like you can be good at 18, 21, 25, shit, 28, what you just said, but your attractiveness, like age level, peaks at like 32, 35. And from
Mhm.
there, now your attractive level goes down because your looks are going away.
So
Like I
she's
say,
the
beauty
same.
fades, as that's the common phrase. Beauty fades. So that attractiveness that I had for you will go down.
But you just said black don't crack. So now I'm stuck again.
Okay. So from this nurse that you didn't give more specific details to, is she black? Is she white? Is she Latina? Is she Hispanic? Is
I don't
she
know. It
Dominican?
started with
Is she
royal. That's all
Asian?
he said.
So
That's
so
all I'm
basically,
saying. Like, for
so
that matter, like, yes, in a
John,
lot of good cases, black don't crack. But then you gotta look at other cases to where it's like, she might not look as good as she did 5 years ago, but she still ain't at that age to where her looks are really gonna be on the decline. To where I'm like, she don't look as good as she did look 5 years ago, but fuck it, I still hit. Like, I still love her. Like, it's that type of thing. Versus when she does finally hit that 32, 35 era, once she hit that 1 year next, her attractiveness is going to start taking the decline. Whether it takes a whole point, half a point, 3/4 of a point, I don't know. It just ain't
Does
going to be the
loving
same no
her
more.
raise her value at all?
Does loving
Does
her
loving
raise her
her raise her
value?
value?
Mhm.
I love.
That's an interesting question.
I'm just curious.
If you love her or whoever, if you love this person, then you're not even worried about the value
You're being
anymore.
disgusting.
What?
I can see him being disgusting,
Josh?
Who?
Johnny.
How am I being disgusting?
I saw you.
I didn't do nothing. You saw nothing.
If you love her already, you're not even concerned with the value. Like the value essentially goes out the window.
Yeah, if you love, basically, if you would have already married her, you've married her. That's it. Like, ain't no, to me,
There ain't
like,
no value there ain't no market value at that point.
my wife
you bought the car at whatever value you bought it at that point.
My wife is the prettiest she will ever be to me today than she was to me yesterday. And then tomorrow she'll be even more prettier to me tomorrow than she was to me today. It's just not really gonna change that much to me.
So when she's 70,
you bought the car at whatever the value of the market was at that point when you bought it.
so when she's 70 and wide and all outside and everything dragging and scooting on the floor,
I'm gonna be right there picking it up. I'm gonna be right there picking it up. Yes, ma'am. I'll be right there picking it up.
That's
I'm be right there with
raised,
my
right?
hands down there, scooting, dragging along, picking it right up. Let's go, baby. I'm just saying, that's love. But that's what you're in it for, right? You're in it for somebody that when you get into your older years, who will still love you and take care of you.
I don't know. I ain't married.
Well, we know that. Yeah, we know that. I almost said, well, everybody know that, but we know that. We know that. Yes. But essentially, that's what like your sexual market value ties into that. Your sexual market value as it pertains to marriage.
I've been in a relationship longer than all of y'all been together combined with the person y'all with now.
And that is okay, but the only thing that
my market value went down.
So your market value went. Are you trying to determine your market value?
Sometimes, I mean,
well, that's nothing. That's nothing you can determine.
I can determine it,
Holly. This is what I'm gonna say for you. As your nephew, since you put it out there, I will forever think you are beautiful. Now, what other men will say,
I don't think I'm ugly.
Oh my God! Did you hear what I said?
From what Mikey was saying, you can't determine yours because somebody else has to determine that for you. It's not for you to say.
The market determines the value.
I'm not for sale.
And that's
you married?
Good.
Are you
but
married?
That also means
she's commonly married.
For sale.
Hold up. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say, and I'm sorry to say it like this, Holly. Let's say you are a car, right? Since you are not for sale, you are not on the lot no more. That means you are in somebody's
showroom,
driveway, showroom, garage, whatever.
Does Holly got a drop top or
shut up?
Brad?
You're gonna get muted again. Shut up. None of that matters right now. You just got to listen to the example.
Okay.
You are a car. The miles that occurred while you were being taken off the lot to the showroom, to the garage, to that drive down that sunny beach driveway, whatever has accumulated. And however many times that owner chose to take you out and drive. Now, say something happens, the owner chooses to put you back on the market, or something happened to the owner, so now the bank puts you back on the market. Now the next person who gets you has to deal with the mileage and potential car problems that you had from your previous owner. Now you are no longer the same car you were when you were fresh out of the factory, put on the lot. And you can't expect any reasonable buying person with common sense, as you said, to think logically, to pay new car prices for a used car. You can
First of
still be
all,
a nice car, but you're a used nice car. So regardless of what money you went for, I'm just saying. So regardless of what money you went for when you were first sold off the lot, you will no longer retain that value again. That value is gone. You can only go lower from there.
Damn.
excuse you. Let me tell you something
He said,
about refurbish, baby.
I
Look,
can't say
you.
nothing about
This
that.
is all I
I
can
just bought
say.
a
You
refurbished
can talk about
alternator and that mug was
refurbish. You
bad.
can talk about replacing car parts. That still doesn't change the mileage itself on the car. It doesn't. It will
No, I'm not talking
eventually
about my mileage. My
break
mileage don't went out the
down.
window. What I'm
Ashley,
saying is,
Ashley,
what?
I just bought a refurbished alternator and it turned out it was bad.
That's only one piece, honey. We talking about the whole damn car.
as as Jeffrey was saying, no,
My
you
bumper
you
is nice and shined. It's sitting there perky. My doors don't squeak. I'm straight. My motor is running. But you right. The miles on this bitch is forever there.
And that is what we gotta look to when we buy a car, correct? How
Mhm.
much mileage? It may look pretty, shiny, and all that, but that's just to get your ass off the fucking lot and
So
let somebody else have you as their problem.
the only people in the world right now
Mm-hmm.
that are brand new cars with no mileage is
Mm-hmm.
nuns and virgins.
True. But that's why men will go for younger women
But
who are less mileage,
hold on, because there's some old women that ain't never had nothing. But
but they still old.
oh my god.
Cause then
They still
there's the
old.
red
So
flag. Then
now they what is it? What's that? A Jaguar for 2019.
yeah,
I mean the 1999 Jaguar.
1999 Jaguar that ain't never been driven. Why do you want that?
Exactly. Like
Um,
who want that?
let's say if you
people
had
like old
some,
school.
yeah, you had an
Look,
old
I'm
school
not a car
Mustang never been
collector. I'm
driven.
not finna go back to the 1990s, the 1970s, hell, the 1800s. I'm not getting shit from back
It's just
there. I
Hey,
was
it's
you
just like
show a
getting
used.
nigga a Chevy Chevelle,
a
they gonna
brand
pay
new
cash for
Sega.
that.
Who don't love
Lord,
Segas?
Lord.
I
Everybody
mean,
loves Sega.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know too many occasions where it happened where somebody wifed up the 50-year-old virgin. Just saying.
I don't either. But hey, I just want to make a special shout out to our one viewer who's out here viewing us. Thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you. Much love from everybody in the family cookout over here. Just wanted to acknowledge you since you're here. Just wanted to
Hello.
acknowledge you. Bless you.
COVID
Okay.
test. You can't come to the cookout no more. Till you get tested.
Hey.
Joe, where is birthday present at, man? I was looking so forward to this mug. I'm changing my life around for it.
I got you a birthday present.
Yeah, I did appreciate that. We were just killing the rest of it off just now.
You
Good things come
disrespectful.
to those who wait, my brother. Good things come to those who wait. But yes, so that's the best example I can give you as far as like your sexual market value and how things are to go about, you know,
I think that was
it.
a great example.
All right, my phone finna die, y'all.
All
Good
right,
night.
Jeffrey, we'll holler at you.
Hey,
Holla.
y'all take it easy, man.
Why you throwing up gang signs, Roy?
That was sign language.
Oh, sorry.
Throw it up again.
Me and Jeffrey know that.
Okay. Y'all take it easy, man.
All right.
Hi.
Hey, who was this dude black on her?
Black.
There was somebody who was black on her.
Black.
Oh my God, she's telling you who it was, bro. That's
Was
the
it the
crazy
black
part.
we know?
Oh,
Dude. Yes.
hey, look, like you said, you
No,
can't
I
take
didn't know.
that
I
nigga
didn't know
nowhere.
JoJo Amaki knew who black was
Yeah, black we know.
with the
You can't take
dreads.
that nowhere, bro.
Oh my God.
You can't take him nowhere.
He ain't had no video. Now you just describing him and now you snitch.
I didn't see JoJo Amaki ever knowing who black was.
You got everybody's phone number on here.
Mm.
You could have just asked. You could have
Yeah.
sent the text.
Man, y'all cash out your boy some money.
Okay.
Support the
Yeah,
stream.
it say it right down at the bottom. But mahalo, we're gonna do this again in the cookout.
Oh, bro, we not done yet. We ain't even hit the 2 hour mark yet. We
What the
close.
what?
What? I'm with Holly.
Royal
What the
said
what?
an hour
What the
and
what?
30 minutes.
What
It
the
is.
what? I'm with Holly on this one. What the
Y'all
what?
can't see my face, but my eyes is closed.
I'm just saying, when this is over, I'm getting back on 2K or something. You know, I'm finna get back to it. Like, get back on my grind. I might stream a little on Twitch or something. I don't know. I know I'm up. I know I'm up.
Okay.
It's my off day. I'm up.
Y'all handle that. Let me know when the next cookout is.
Who
We'll reconvene. We'll hit this up offline. We probably gonna get back to it soon because Holly said she got a topic we can discuss the next cookout. You know,
I'm about to send you a whole bunch.
Okay, yeah.
This seemed to be the panel. I'm about to rip y'all a new one.
Oh Lord.
look, hey, you gotta be careful because, like I said, Black was a guest. Black was a guest. Everybody who started off on the show, just to be known, that's the people of the panel. The one person that we were lucky enough to get to come up, Black, that was a guest. I'm just make that clear. He was a guest. That's why I even gave him his own introduction. He was a guest. So
shout out to Black.
Shout out to Black. And I guess that's the end of this video or stream. See, it's like
the end of the show, bro.
You know my schedule. I gotta be up early. You know
I know, bro. I know.
You need to go to sleep too.
Who?
You got to do something.
Oh, I'm staying up until I take her to school. And even when I take her to school, I'm gonna be sitting there waiting. I might fall asleep a little bit, but they gonna tap my shoulder. I'm gonna wake up and we gonna have a conversation. We gonna have a conversation. Did she tell you?
Yeah, she told me. I already talked to her teacher.
You talked to her and told her I'm coming up there?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, good. Then it will be discussed.
Oh my God, you're not gonna be able to get to her.
Why not?
Because she's not there.
I can wait
till she returns.
What do you mean till she returns?
To the building?
Yeah.
She's out.
Out where?
Sick.
Oh. Where's, you know what? We're going to have to talk about this offline.
Okay.
This ain't for everybody to know. This ain't for everybody. This ain't their business. Just no.
Thanks for having me.
Look, everybody got to sign off. All right, Holly, we'll talk offline about when the next cookout is. Hopefully we can make a announcement to everybody so people can actually tune in and, you know, more people can join the show.
You have a few kinks you need to work out that I see.
A few?
Yeah.
Any...
Not with your content. You're fine. I'm talking about how to maneuver through this thing. But yeah, good. I like it.
I mean, I'm not a master with the keys and nothing. Like,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your private chat. Some of your guests were able to get in there.
Well, shit, it was only one. I'm about to say it was only one. It ain't like it was bad, but I mean, actually, the private chat is for us and the guests.
Oh,
the comment section is for the
viewers.
Yes,
gotcha.
The private chat is literally for us on the panel and the guest on the show.
Oh, okay.
Because they won't be seeing none of what is said in the private chat will ever be seen in the comment section.
Oh, so I can't talk shit to people that show up as guests about people.
I mean, that depends on if you talk about them before they come on or after. Because when they leave, they can't see it no more.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, good night.
Have a nice one, Holly. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
All right, you guys. This was J2B TV, aka the Family Cookout. You know, hope you guys enjoyed. You had a wonderful audience. For those who were here, and for those who will yet to see this, we had great panel members. We had an awesome guest, and I just want to tell everybody good night. Hope you guys have a nice one, and I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, give me the HBO special. Shout out to my man PMP, the Help a Brother Out special. You know, Poor Man's Podcast. That's where I got that from, at least. You know, check him out too. Gotta give respect due, give credit where credit is due. And yeah. See you guys on the next episode of the Cookout. Hopefully everybody will be just as vocal as they was today. All right. Peace out, guys.